Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Zodiac Bandit, and today we're going to be going over, like I said on Friday, we're going to be going over the best FCG moments so far in Campaign 3, or my favorite moments in Campaign 3 so far. So if you're not caught up with Campaign 3 yet, go catch up before you watch this video. There might be some spoilers. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Hey.
Hello. Smiley day to you.
Haven't heard that in a while.
How are you doing?
Bad?
It's been a while since we've talked.
Yeah.
Are you still having bad dreams?
First, we have FCG meeting with Dancer. I like this moment quite a lot because it's very powerful when FCG finally confronts one of the elements of their past. Up to this point, they've not necessarily confronted any of their past. They've just been sort of talking about it. And we did meet a little bit of Imahari Joe, who did tell us a bit about that they came from D. But up to this point, we'd seen very little of like actual stuff. We didn't meet any of the other Aorotons or any of the other people because they're all dead. Dancer is the only one left. So it was nice for FCG to finally go and interact with a portion of their true backstory. And it was very powerful because you could tell the two characters had a sort of respect and care for each other still, even though Dancer is very weary of FCG and FCG was fearful that Dancer wouldn't take them back, which ended up to be the case. What I found the most powerful about this whole thing is FCG said that they would go back with Dancer if Dancer wanted them to, because they believed that Dancer owned them. They still didn't see themselves as a person at this point, and it's very powerful that even to this day in Campaign 3, FCG still believes that they're better off following someone else's word in the Changebringer than sort of finding their own path to sort of go down, even though Dancer sort of gave them the okay to do what they want to now, which is, very strange for FCG not to want to do this, not to want to find their own path. And this moment is great because FCG up to this point has been telling everyone to confront their past. Oh, confront their past. You got to talk to people. You got to talk to people. And even after this moment, they would talk to people. Like FCG would push Imogen to talk to her father. But this was their moment to talk to someone from their past, and they almost chickened out of it a little bit. There was a couple of times where they almost said, let's not do this. And it was good to finally see this character get a little bit of closure, and this is a very powerful moment. I enjoy it. I think there's probably going to be more interactions with Dancer, and I'm very much looking forward to them.
Roll. So 10 points of damage.
Oh my god! A streak of red blood as the buzzsaw just tears through the shoulder, but thankfully your reaction pulls you back, and it's just more of a gross-looking flesh wound. And as you're still reacting, you look above and watch as this brief burst of energy apparates into this kind of odd arcane wood chisel that then stabs right into your sternum.
Oh god! I'll use my movement to just get right up on him, and I'll just start saying, "Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut your fucking mouth?"
Everyone roll initiative.
At number 2 is FCG snapping on the entire party, mainly Chetney, but this is a really fun fight and really fun moment overall. I really like this stretch of time here and for this episode 31 of Campaign 3. I love this moment because we've heard a lot about stress points for FCG as time's gone on throughout this entire campaign, and personally I really wanted to see what would happen when they got too many of them. So we finally get to see that here, and it's really nice because it's not what I expected. I expected them to shut off for a couple of days and just sort of be there, like they're just moving around soulless, and they're like sort of recharging themselves. I thought they would just walk around with the party on autopilot, but instead they go fucking berserk and start slashing at Chetney. Eventually they get into an overall fight with a lot of the party where Fern overheats FCG with heat metal and they turn like fucking beet red, which is really cool, the idea of that. I've seen a couple of drawings of it and I really like it, but I also like that they start insulting the rest of the party. One of the biggest insults being, were you ever FCG saying to Laudna, were you ever even alive? Do we even know if you're alive? Whatever. That is easily one of the best, like, anger-inducing moments in the entire campaign, because it makes Laudna snap, and Laudna digs her claws or her nails into FCG and nearly punctures through their iron flesh, whatever the heck they have, their iron skin, and it causes everyone to sort of have to calm down and come back down from this. And what's crazy is after that, Laudna would die and they would learn about her past, which is really good timing. But this was a great moment because these stress points sort of boiled over into something that's really bad and could still continue to happen. And as FCG gets stronger with the party, that threat becomes even more dangerous. Sort of like the Chetney moment, where Chetney has to get himself under control, and now we have the same thing with FCG. But not only is it everyone else's problem to sort of take care of FCG, FCG has to also look out for themselves. But we all know that shit ain't happening because FCG's a goddamn martyr and tries to always get themselves killed. So it's a fun balance, and I like that this is the punishment for it. I kind of want it to happen again.
Did you give yourself your name, or?
No. My former associate gave me my name. She named all of her creations after her favorite smells.
Oh, that's lovely.
There was a bunch of us. There was me. There was oatmeal. There was apple pie. There was pussy. There was a bunch of us.
Wow.
It's so nice to see other people having to hear this. It's really just bringing everything into sharp perspective.
This has been a day.
That took me a bit by surprise.
This has been a day.
What was your name?
Wow, it was just thrown out there so quick.
Did you say so?
And my favorite moment from FCG so far in this campaign is obviously the naming convention for FCG and the rest of the automatons that Dancer created for them. I fucking love this because not only does it like sort of set the tone for the character that they're not going to understand what they say is ridiculous because they don't even act as if it's weird, and I really love that about the character, but it also breaks the shit out of the entire table. Literally everyone dies. For like the next minute, they're just laughing. Matt, episode 1, I've never seen him break so much in the first episode. Like, there's been a couple times where he's broken a few times in episode 1, like in campaign 2, he definitely broke a few times. But this was bad. This was a bad Matt break, and the entire party broke. It was perfect. I loved it. The image of them all like hiding their faces, or their faces are absolutely just crinkling up because they're laughing so hard, and Sam is just standing there with his smug face because he's created a great character name and a list of great character names to go with it. And I love this moment. It's amazing. And it's from the first episode of this campaign. So I think that really sets the tone for this character, and it did it really well. And we all love FCG to this day. So there you have it, my favorite FCG moments from Campaign 3 so far. I really like this character. I'm excited to see more from them, especially that we're really close to Aor right now currently, and we have Frida right near them. So it's very fun. I'm very much excited to see more stuff from them. So yeah. Anyway, I said in my Friday video that I was going to go see Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, and then I was going to tell you what I thought about it. I enjoy it. I think they capture what it feels like to play the game of D&D with a bunch of chaos goblins the entire time. I love it. I think it's great. There's a lot of good comedy. There's some bad comedy, but that's to be expected in all movies these days. It's not like really deep, and there's like some predictable moments to it, but it's not supposed to be deep or predictable or unpredictable. It's supposed to be a fun time. So I really enjoyed it. You go in with the mindset that it's not going to be an Oscar fucking movie. Granted, it has some sick visuals. There's like some really good visual stuff, so maybe an Oscar or two for the visual portion of the movie is needed. But yeah, I love the movie. I think it was 8 out of 10 for me, only because it was that there's a bit of predictability to it. So yeah, if it wasn't so predictable, because there is a couple predictable moments, I would probably give it like a 9, because I'm simple. I like my movies when they make me laugh, when they're flashy and cool. Simple as that. So yeah, that's the movie and the video. Peace.